brand is going to go down this route, they've decided, they've evaluated the risks, the benefits, they have a strategy in mind, they think it aligns with their business plans, or they see some new opportunities, or perhaps they're doing it a little bit defensively, they're not sure exactly what they're going to do once they have the top-level domain, but they think it's an important investment at this stage to have those opportunities moving forward, to avoid sort of the opportunity cost, if you will. Whatever the reason is, if they're moving forward, what is it? Can you tell us a little more about what are their expectations, what are the requirements now from ICANN that they're going to have to take on in this role of being their own registry? What do I have to learn? Is my IT department going to do this?
Well, that's a good question, because that gets into how are they going to get their application done in a way that ICANN is going to find acceptable. And when you look at the actual application, it is 50 questions. Some of the questions are pretty simple, like state the name of your company, and some of them are very complex. Of those 50 questions, keep in mind that ICANN's mission is to preserve the security and stability of the DNS. That's what they're really there for. And as they go through this new TLD evaluation process, they're going to be looking to make sure that any new TLD operator that comes in has the systems, has the expertise, has the experience, and so forth to avoid jeopardizing in any way the security and stability of the DNS. That's why out of those 50 questions, 22 of them are totally dedicated to technical issues, okay? And they want deep answers on these. So if you look at questions 23 through 44 in the applicant guidebook, those are all primarily about technical issues. So for example, question number 24 talks about the SRS, the shared registry system. It wants you to tell in less than 5 pages all of the aspects of the SRS, of the shared registry system, how it works, what it's going to do. Number 25, EPP, the Extensible Provisioning Protocol that Afilias actually pioneered in the launch of .info. This is a very flexible protocol that allows registries to accept new data and process new data and so forth. Much better than the previous protocol that was really being run on Common Net at the time. That you have to provide lots of detail in 5 pages or less. Number 28, abuse prevention and mitigation. There's been so much abuse, and brand owners know this. There's been so much abuse of the internet in terms of counterfeiting and cyber squatting and DDoS attacks and all kinds of other things that ICANN wants to dedicate 20 pages of detail around how the system addresses this. What are the policies to do this? What are the processes you're going to follow? Detail after detail. I mean, the question itself is almost a full page. So there's a lot of detail around it. Number 32, the architecture of your system. Lay out the architecture. This is not going to be published publicly, but they want you to lay out the architecture of your registry system in its entirety so that their technical experts, ICANN's independent evaluators, their technical experts, can go over this with a fine-tooth comb and make sure every key aspect that addresses security and stability is being addressed. 34, geographic diversity. Are you just playing in one geographic area, or are your systems distributed globally like they are with Afilias? We've built out a global system to support all of these TLDs. So then there's continuity, there's who is, there's security, there's all kinds of other questions in here, all of which require a very detailed question. So ICANN is really going to ask you that. What most brands ought to do in this situation is that they ought to hire somebody who has already been through this process before in previous ICANN things, who knows how to answer these questions, and importantly, who has a system that's currently operating with ICANN gTLDs. If you haven't been operating an ICANN contracted gTLD, it's going to be very difficult for you to anticipate all the issues that underlie what ICANN is looking for. There's a lot of reporting, there's a lot of other kinds of security things.